Hello and welcome to the session. This is Professor Farhat, in which we would look at an exercise or a CPA exam simulation. Depending whether you are a student, call it an exercise. If you are a CPA exam candidate, it's an audit simulation. What is it about? Audit risk factors. An important concept you need to know whether you are an accounting student or a CPA exam candidate. Let's take a look at this simulation. GRC is a privately held company that contracts with local government to clean and close landfills. Okay, great. You are planning the audit for this company's financial statement for year ended December 31st, X5. Okay, great. That's fine. For each factor in the table, decide does it increase, decrease, or will have no effect on audit risk at the financial statement level. So you will be given a statement, something that would look like this. So you know what I'm looking at in a moment. And you need to determine whether its effect on the audit risk is an increase, decrease, or will have no effect. And which component is most affected? Is it inherent risk, control risk, or detection risk? And if you conclude there's no effect on the audit risk, select NA for the risk component. So basically, what we're saying is it's not relevant for the audit risk. Enter your answers in the last two columns of the table provided. Now on the CPA exam, it would look something like this. It would look something like this with a drop-down menu. You will drop down the menu. It will says increase, decrease, or no effect. And the primary risk component, is it inherent risk, control risk, detection risk, or not applicable? Very, very interesting and important exercise. Audit risk is a foundation for your audit knowledge, preparing for the CPA exam or for your accounting course. Let's go ahead and get started.
Before we proceed any further, I have a public announcement about my company, farhatlectures.com.
Most students and CPA candidates struggle not because audit is too hard, but because it's taught fast and the logic behind the procedure isn't explained clearly, and everything feels disconnected. At Farhat Lectures, we break audit down step by step. We explain the why behind the standards, the logic behind the assertions, risks, procedures, evidence, so the whole process finally clicks. When the concepts connect, audit becomes clear and manageable. You stop memorizing and start understanding. Ready for auditing to make sense? Start your free trial at farhatlectures.com.
In October X5, GRC entered into a long-term lease for specialized remediation equipment with an entity owned by the chief financial officer sibling. The lease is treated as ordinary lease and is not identified as a related party transaction in the draft financial statements. What do we have here? We have a related party transaction. Immediately, what's going to happen to our audit risk? And it's undisclosed. It's going to increase our audit risk. So having a related party, undisclosed related party transaction will create a higher risk, whether it's intentional or unintentional. But here we have a problem with valuation and disclosure. We have a problem with disclosure. We already told that wasn't disclosed, but also with valuation. Is this an arm's length transaction? Are we paying the sibling of the chief financial officer more or less? It does not matter. Is it at arm's length? Therefore, it's going to increase audit risk. And what type of risk is this? It's going to increase inherent risk. Related party transactions are inherently risky. They are inherently risky. It's as simple as that. So it's going to increase and it's inherent risk. I'm going to put the increase and arrow up.